Hello everyone! Have you ever asked yourself or maybe curious why English is spoken everywhere you go or why it is the language of the internet, business or even global communication? If yes, then me, Hani Sausan will introduce you to a must-read book which is English as a Global Language by David Crystal. Okay, let me tell you a bit about this book. So this book explains you on how English became the most widely spoken language across the globe. And that's not just by chance, but also through history, power, culture, media, and even technology. So in this book, the writer tells us how English spread from the British Empire to American influence and also tells how it became essential in politics, education, and international relations. And he even discusses the rise of new Englishes like Indian English, Singaporean English, and many more. He even raises critical questions like, will English remain dominant and at what cost? So, this book is perfect for English teachers, English students, language professionals, and even curious learners who would like to know how English became the most widely spoken across the globe. Because this book is informative, factual, and not biased. And the main theme about this book is about the global journey of English and its future. So next, let's talk about strengths and weaknesses. Okay, we'll start with the strengths, shall we? So I've got 3 strengths from this book. The first is it's based on facts and not opinions. So the writer uses real examples like using statistics and clear reasonings. So in this way, it is much more trustworthy for both teachers and students. For example, instead of just saying English is global, the writer gave actual statistics like how English is spoken in over 70 countries and how 1.5 billion people use it worldwide. And he also uses names specific places like India, Nigeria, and Singapore to show how English functions differently in each context. Second is this book is easy to understand. Even though this book is academic, the language is surprisingly accessible, so it's very easy to understand. Even non-native speakers can enjoy it without getting lost in big words. Like for example, when talking about how English replaced French in Algeria's school in 1996, the writer explains the political and cultural reasons in a way that's clear and easy to follow. So it's not overly academic and it's very easy to understand. Third and the last strength from this book is covers multiple angles. So the book is not just about history, it talks about many things like cultures, media, technology, and even education. So readers from different kinds of backgrounds or perspective can connect with the topic in many ways. For example, in chapter in many chapters, the writer explains how English dominates popular music, then also dominates movies in Hollywood and even the internet. So this shows how culture actually helps spreads the language. Okay, next let's talk about the weaknesses from this book. So the first is sometimes this book is too detailed. The book includes a lot of information. Not saying it's bad, but sometimes it can feel overwhelming if you're looking for something light or fast. For example, in chapter 2, when explaining how English spread to each region like America, the Caribbean, Africa, and Asian. The writer actually gives a lot of historical facts, which can feel too much for us or the readers if we're looking for a quicker summary. Second is this book is limited to non-English perspective, which means that although this book discusses global impacts, there isn't real voices or stories from the non-native English speakers. Actually, it could be helpful and benefits in this book if we hear how an English teacher, maybe from India or a student in Ghana, feels about learning in English. But instead, in this book, we only mostly get the author's perspective. Then the third and last weakness from this book is slightly outdated in some stats. So in this book, some numbers and examples are very old, from early 2000s. Although the ideas are still relevant, it is much better if newer editions would can benefit from updated data. Okay, and the most that we've been waiting for is why we should read this book. Why is this book totally worth reading? Is it worth it? Okay, it's worth it if you're a teacher. If you're a teacher, it can give you a deep understanding of why English matters. So it's just not not just how to teach it, but gives you a deeper understanding of why English matters. And this way you'll be able to explain to your students the true value and meaning behind learning English. Second, if you're a student or a learner, this book will definitely motivate you because it tells you why learning English opens the door to everywhere, to global communications, opportunities, and even understanding different kind of cultures. Because let's be honest, in today's world, English is more than a language, right? It's a bridge to many doors, to many roads, and by understanding them, it can help us to appreciate it, respect other languages, and use English more wisely. So if you're a passionate teacher, a motivated student, or just someone who is curious about language or love language, this book is definitely the most suitable and perfect for you. So go ahead and pick up the book English as a Global Language today and see the world through the lens of language. So I hope this video can really make you read the book, and thank you for watching and happy reading. Bye bye.